This channel is proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, the tabletop RPG where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. Please check out the links in the description and in the pinned comment. Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the Walking Dead Universe RPG. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this tabletop RPG based on the popular zombie apocalypse franchise, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about skills and talents. There are 12 skills in the game that allow you to handle or endure difficult situations. Each one of them is linked to an attribute. When using a skill, you add the skill level and its associated attribute together. This is going to form your dice pool. You roll all of those dice together, and if you roll at least one 6, it counts as a success. You rarely need more than one success in order to pass a skill test. The more 6s that you roll, the better you accomplish your task. And of course, depending on the context, the situation, the tools that you are employing, your roll could be modified. Now, when it comes to failed tests, failing means that you don't get the result you wanted. Depending on the situation, this could be very bad. Perhaps you may even gain a point of stress. Now you can also push your roll. When you fail a test, you can choose to give it another try, but you must describe how your character does that. For example, maybe it's a stealth test, and you made a noise, but then you decide to meow like a cat, in order to trick anyone who is searching for you. Perhaps they think that it's actually just a cat that made that noise. But if you push your roll and you still fail, you gain a point of stress. Pushing the roll consists of re-rolling all of the dice that were not successful. There are various situations in the game that may give you a point of stress, not only pushing the roll. As mentioned earlier, perhaps it's the result of a failed check, perhaps you see someone in the group dying or they got bitten, perhaps you are being shot at, or perhaps the walkers are almost in your face. For each point of stress, you accumulate a stress die, and you need to roll it with all of your skill tests. If you roll a 1 on your stress die, this is called rolling a walker. It means two things. You cannot push the roll if you have not done so already, and you mess up big time. Perhaps you fail to notice a couple of walkers who close in on you, or maybe you hurt yourself. Perhaps you get lost. And of course you can also carry out all sorts of checks, such as opposed rolls, cooperative rolls, and there is also extreme difficulty, when you need more than one success in order to be successful in that task. The list of skills includes things such as close combat, endure, scout, stealth, ranged combat, force, mobility, just to give you a few examples. Now, when it comes to talents, they really give you an edge in various specific situations. For example, the criminal's talents, threatening posture. You can use force instead of manipulation. When you threaten someone, you ruin someone's life. You also have fixer. You gain a +2 to manipulation when you haggle for a deal. You scored big on a negotiation. There are also law enforcer talents, such as steady hands. Once every session, you may choose to not roll any stress dice on one skill roll. You kept it together despite extreme pressure. There is also moral compass. When you put yourself in danger to stand up for what's right, you relieve 1 point of stress. You did what you had to do. But there are also general talents, such as animal companion. You have a pet that you can rely on once per session to get a +1 on a dice roll, where it is evident that your pet is of use. You won the trust of an animal. There is also health nut. When you get a critical injury, you heal in half the normal time. During a period of your life, you got all the food and supplies you needed. There is also skull cracker. You gain +2 to close combat when you fight walkers. You took on a group of walkers and came out on top. And there are many others, such as specialist, psychopath, uneasy street, pack mule, unbiteable, unbreakable. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about combat and healing. When it comes to skills, you really want to put everything in your favor. Get that extra edge or advantage, perhaps using the right tools, getting yourself into the right situation in order to get those positive modifiers. But as you accumulate stress, because of that flight or fight response, you're going to mess up more and more, and the results are going to be even worse. Now, when it comes to talents, I think they are great to express what your character is made of, and the sort of situations that character has gone through. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel through PayPal or DriveThruRPG, the information will be in the description and in the pinned comment below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment as well. And remember, in tabletop RPGs, it's not about what you want your characters to do, it's about what your characters are doing. Once again, thank you and see you later.